Greetings, and welcome to A Year of Movies, a Planet Geek production. For this project, we are using the Ivan Walters reference book of 365 films to watch on the day they happened. Each day, we watch a movie associated with the date we are watching it on. And as it is the 15th of May, we are going to be watching 7 Days in May from 1964, directed by John Frankenheimer and starring Burt Lancaster. So to begin with, I basically knew about this movie but never really saw it. Not 100% sure what it was actually about until my actual first viewing, which this was. And as I had already mentioned, not only does this movie star Burt Lancaster, but it also stars Kirk Douglas, Frederick March, Ava Gardner, Edmund O'Brien, and Martin Paulson. So when it all boils down to it, the story is the U.S. President Jordan Lyman, who is Frederick March, hopes to end the Cold War by signing a nuclear disarmament treaty with the Soviets. Now, much to the displeasure of General James Scott, who is played by Burt Lancaster, who is also chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. However, when his aide, Martin Jiggs Casey, who is Kirk Douglas, stumbles onto shattering evidence that the general is plotting a coup to overthrow Lyman in 7 days, Jiggs alerts the president, setting off like a dangerous race to thwart the takeover. So this is like a really cool looking and very smoothly acted drama thriller set in the Cold War. Obviously, we're dealing with nuclear arms with the Russians and whatnot, but it's just such a fantastic thing to watch. The movie caught me right away. Within the first less than quarter of the movie, we were dealing with one of my favorite tropes, is like the continuous shot. We have these fantastic actors delivering these long monologues in like minute and a half full shots, moving cameras and everything, people shifting around and whatnot, just fantastic. And like I said, it happens a few times throughout the movie, and there actually are sequences later that seem to get sliced up to have inserts of other actors, but when we go back to the original shot, it looks like, oh no, this is totally still the exact same shot. So it's basically nothing but like extended shots that just unfortunately get chopped up when you have to show like the person who's back to the camera during the conversation on the one shot to include them in the shot. But still, we're dealing with like the top actors of the day as well. And there's no, I mean, this is the perfect example of why these people are the top of the top in Hollywood at the time. It's really cool that to see in the in 1964 they were still using black and white, which I think really assists the look and feel of this movie, giving it a really more gritty feel to it. And again, this is almost like not like a murder mystery, but there's just this way to try and solve the puzzle at the beginning. Then once the pieces come into place, then you set off this like chain of events to try and focus. It's just so well executed and such a delight. And I'm so glad I got to see this movie from this project. So upon the day they are going to be, the government is going to be participating in an alert, President Lyman mentions that he is not going to participate in it, and he is actually instead going to go on a fishing trip in Maine. And that happens on May 15th of this story. Now, we're not actually given a year that this movie does take place, but we are given a countdown of days as they happen throughout the movie, and we get to experience them all. And that particular moment happens on the 15th of May, which is 56 minutes into this 1 hour and 58-minute movie. And when it came to the Academy Awards for that particular year, it actually ended up getting nominated for Best Actor in a Supporting Role for Edmund O'Brien, and Best Art Direction / Set Direction for Black and White. And on that note, we're going to wrap up this particular episode and look off to the future, see what we're going to be watching for tomorrow, and that is going to be for the 16th of May, which is going to be Field of Dreams from 1989. So until next time, go see a movie.